And I started the game. Oh, it's going to take a second. My apologies. There we go. On the left-hand side, we have LTK Rockbottom. It's going to be Rhea on Rhaegar, Shadow Storm on the Chromie, huge slot on the Mei, Lloyd on the Sony, excuse me, Lloyd, because there's two L's. Got to pronounce them both. And Vala to be played by Shadow. Keep in mind, we are doing a Twitch prediction for the Puncturing Arrow. How many stacks by end of game? Get your gambles in now. You've got a minute and 30 seconds. Muffin on the Genji, 8-Bit on the Anubrak, Irby on the Stukov, John Bunyan on the Li Ming, and Sage on the Hogger. That is going to be your ProBUs team. As we go ahead and take a peek into bottom lane, we get our vision set up for these players. We're going to go ahead and see what our matchup looks like. Now, we are on the live patch. This is live patch. These are replay games, but they are on the live patch. So this is the buffed out Genji with the agile dismount, with that landing in the area of enemy heroes, slows by 30% for 2 seconds. Desert, thank you for the small boost. Much appreciated. Alrighty. Let's see. Vala, 0 stacks. We're just looking at Vala. Vala stacks. Let's see. Focusing on Vala. That's a good burrow charge in from 8-Bit. Great lurking arm out from Irby as well. As we have Vala actually stepping forward and solidifies the first kill into Anubrak. This is going to also be a little deflect from the Genji, but right now we just see a bit of a back and forth. That first blood over to the side of LTK Rockbottom. Where's my button? First blood. Genji floating around right now. He hasn't been shown on map for a little bit. He's just kind of considering, okay, do I go top lane to help out Sage, or... Yeah, actually, you have to go out there. And so Genji just applies some pressure to Lloyd, taking Lloyd down to about 50-ish, or by 50% right there, so down to 25%. But either way, in bottom lane, we will see the camp to be grabbed by the members of LTK Rockbottom. Now, 8-Bit, he's far forward, but it is a Nubrak, so he can burrow away. He's going to land right with the Mei Blizzard, a wonderful icing into the Blizzard from huge slot. The layering of those abilities and just the synergistic... the synergy that we just saw from huge slot, landing those together, that was beautifully played. That bump into the Blizzard, setting up another kill for the side of our Rockbottom crew, as ProBUs needs to try and find some sort of aggressive play into this enemy team, but it's not working out too well so far for our red team. But it's early on Battlefield of Eternity, and we'll see what's going to happen as the map progresses. Irby back in the mix right now, peeking back into the top lane. We do have the Impaler camp. Pushing into Lloyd, Sage just going to be trying to press up this wave slowly but surely. Get a little bit of pressure onto Lloyd as well as we peek back into bottom lane. Healing Pathogen being spread around. Mei holding level 4. It's going to be the Crystallize at level 4, and as actually we jump onto the blue vision for a second here, they do see that this invade on the camp is happening. Rhea immediately disengages from the camp, looks to get some heals out to his team, drops that totem. Here's Irby in a bit of a bad position, but huge slot needs to back away. Rhea comes through with a cleanse just in case there was any sort of weighted pustule popped onto this Mei, and also a good chain heal as well as Shadow continues working on the camp. Irby and the rest are going to try and step into this. Genji dives over the wall using his agility. That's a swift strike through. A nice deflection. Genji taking a lot of damage. There's a Blizzard on the ground. The camp hasn't been grabbed just yet. A very low Genji will fall here. 8-Bit wants to back away. No one actually getting any sort of control over this camp. 8-Bit does not get away. Chromie's auto attack follows. Huge slot goes back to the camp. And this is looking like our first objective phase will go over to the crew of LTK Rockbottom. Dismay. How you doing, Trill Seth? My rock is bottom, though. I believe it is a reference to Dwayne, the Boulder Johnson. Something rock bottom, like, I think he had like a basic ability or something like that. Vala vaults forward, picking up her 9th stack on the Hungering Arrow. Nubrak comes through with some good CC, and that's going to be the Immortal Stun actually not coming through. Vala, with the last little bit of damage she has available, kills the Genji in the trade, as this is a chase onto 8-Bit. Great slows onto 8-Bit right now, and man, that is just a lot of pressure constantly being applied from the side of LTK Rockbottom. This team is looking real strong in game number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. He's a jabroni? Don't you dare call him a jabroni. He'll come to your house and beat you up. It was his level 10 heroic. Man, I remember watching WWE or WWF when I was a kid, and then I remember my older brother had a WWF sticker on his his bed, but it had like a panda on it, and I remember always just being like, Danny, why is there a panda on it? He's like, oh, well, back in the day, WWF used to be a panda wrestling league. And I was like, no, they didn't. And then eventually, you know, I learned that it was the World Wildlife Foundation, I believe is what it stands for. And then there was like a whole lawsuit with, not a lawsuit, but there was like, actually, I don't know if it was a lawsuit or if it was just like a, hey, like cease and desist sort of thing. Like we have the rights to it first. But then it got changed to WWE, which was like Worldwide Entertainment or something like that. Or World Wrestling Entertainment. I can't remember what it stands for, but I don't know. I remember using, I like got so excited about like SmackDown and Raw every single. I like SmackDown a lot more than Raw when I was a kid. I'll be honest. I did like SmackDown a lot more than Raw. Either way, sorry, my apologies. That's going to be the top lane fort going down to Alarian, but we do have a trade, Genji for Mei, and this is still all in favor for the side of LTK Rockbottom, with Vala picking up her 13th stack. Bahamut's the people's caster. Indeed. Indeed I am. Have you guys noticed Dwayne Johnson looks a lot like The Rock from wrestling? Dude, it's so crazy. They must be brothers. They must be brothers, Twisted Theory. Like, I think The Rock and Dwayne Johnson might be related. I don't think it's the same person, though. That'd be crazy. It can't be the same person. No one can act that good and wrestle that good. Can you smell? No, sorry, you can't. You might want to take a text. That'd be crazy. Yeah, it'd be absolutely insane for someone to be able to wrestle and act at the same time. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They must be cousins or brothers or something. I love the Hardy Boys when I was a kid. I thought they were like the coolest. I thought they were the coolest. That and the Dudley Brothers, I believe, was the one. They had the 3D, which was the where they would like they would lift someone up and then they would like I guess it'd technically be like an RKO, I think it is, and they would like drop them through a table. I don't know. I think it was the 3D. It's been a while since I thought about wrestling, but anyways, y'all got me on the topic. I blame all of you. We do continue to see what's happening on this map unfold, as it is just all LTK Rockbottom, who are literally just smelling exactly what ProBUs are cooking and just devouring everything thrown their way. Honest to God, like, I really gotta say, this blue team is just collapsing and controlling a lot of these fights. We're gonna go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as 10 Talentiers will pop up on the right side as well. Chromie did go Temporal Loop since there isn't any sort of hard CC, or excuse me, hard cleanse up against that. We do have Flailing Swipe, but that's not it's not an unstoppable that gets rid of it. Gets rid of the temporal loop. So right now, Chromie is a real terrifying factor. And let's see, race potential between both sides, gonna be real fast in favor for the side of LTK Rockbottom, as they've got about a 4,000 or so gain over the enemy side. 15,000 to about 11,000. Oh, 11,169, very nice. Burrow in, X-Strike out from Genji, big lurking arm out from the Stukov as well. Ancestor Healing will connect onto Lloyd as Lloyd leaps back in with the Sonya. Icewall connects onto the toe of Li Ming and re-bites that butt. That's going to be Li Ming going down, 8-Bit getting chased. Vala vaulting forward, looking for another Hungering Arrow. I think she vaulted into the lurking arm from Stukov, so I don't think she actually got another Hungering Arrow out there, but it doesn't matter, as we have the Vala splitting off from this engagement to immediately start racing against the enemy team. The Deadly at the 3D, yep, oh yeah. Edge and Christian. Let's be honest, we all had a little bit of a crush on the Hardy brothers. What's The Rock's name? Bane Johnson? Dwayne and Bane Johnson? Yes, Dwayne and Bane Johnson, absolutely. Stark, that actually is actually a real thing. His brother does act and is a stunt double. Oh, really? Biggest lie I was ever told is Kane and Undertaker are brothers. I could see how like someone would try and sell that. I could see how someone would try and sell that. Didn't Kane go into like? Didn't he become like a horror movie actor at some point? Like the guy who was Kane in WWF or WWE, wasn't he like? Didn't he like play like some like tall, creepy slasher guy that didn't talk? Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Oh God, man, we are going back in time right now. Finally, the Rock has come back to HOTS. Yeah, absolutely. He's back in it. Dang. All right, sorry, hold on. 8-Bit is going to be far forward. He does go down to the Chromie, as I think there's probably a temporal loop that kept him in place as it is on a bit of a cooldown right there. And now we have the Immortal pushing his way through the bottom lane. 21 stacks on the Vala, as this will continue to be siege in through said bottom lane. Decent damage in onto the keep, but will they be able to end with 13 talents here at 9 minutes in? Ancestor Healing will be utilized right there. Keep does go down, and the members of LTK Rockbottom will back away, not looking to chase it any further. Rey Mysterio was an acrobatic god. You know who I loved? Do you know who I loved? Mankind or Mr. Sacco. I loved Mankind / Mr. Sacco. I think he also had I think he had a third name too, but I'm forgetting. But either way, I loved that wrestler. Mankind was so nice, yeah. It's games like this remind me why I used to permaban Chromie. I don't blame you. Shadow, gonna get a free stack, but, well, gonna die as well, so I guess it's not so free. Hey, Nas, what's up, bud? How's your day going, friend? What do you want? Head? Do you need head or need butt? Aw, butt spot, you tried your best. Dude love, thank you! Dude love. I was like, I know I'm forgetting. I know he had multiple different ones. Nick Foley, Mankind, Dude Love, all the same guy. Yep. He had a book. And my mom bought it for me because I begged my mom to buy it for me when I was in the 4th grade. And I remember I was reading it, I was reading the book, and then someone saw the book and was like, yeah, Bahamut, or, you know, little Bahamut in 4th grade, wrestling is fake. And I remember being like, wrestling is not fake, it's all real, they put their lives on the line. I remember getting so upset. Leap in from Sonya, sets up the kill onto Genji as Li Ming tries to find a reset of her own into Chromie and will succeed. Multi-shot from the Vala coming through, or I guess spinny shooty shot really is what I should be calling it. And that's going to be Irby going down. Another stack over to Vala as our next objective phase will be 6 seconds away. Wait, it's not Repent before my wrath. Mankind had so many concussions and lacerations. Yes, he did. Greatest match ever was Mankind versus Undertaker in Steel Cage match. Yeah. I think a lot of us actually, like, I think a lot of people have seen a GIF or something from that match. I feel like everyone in the world has seen some sort of, like, format or media from that match, excuse me. Screw it, turn off HOTS and put on old school WWF. Yeah, I think we'll just start talking about wrestling again. Oh man, there was like Goldberg, and there was Chris Jericho with the Walls of Jericho, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, X-Strike from Genji, big leap in from Sage. Temporal Leap does put Augur back in his origin spot and does go down to the Chromie. May fall, but it's going to continue to be damage in for the side of LTK Rockbottom as Vala does find her 30th stack on the level 1 puncturing arrow. The light of the crystal arch shines on. Hogan was big, but no one is bigger than Andre the Giant. I don't know if I ever saw like any wrestling. I don't know if Andre the Giant might have been like past my time. There was like Triple H and stuff. There was that one guy that like murdered his family or something like that. Creepy. Let's get into the dark side of wrestling. Austin 316 because Stone Cold said so. Yeah. I was born in 1990, and I probably started watching wrestling like when I was in the 4th grade, so I don't know what the correlation with age is with that. I'd be like 10 years old or something like that, so it would have been like 1998, 1999 area probably, early 2000s. So siege in through top. Catapults arriving in bottom. Sonya looking for a leap target. Icewall does come out, connects onto Augur. Muffin does use the agility to get over. Is there a leap in from Sonya? She spears in onto the keep right now. Catapults arriving through the top lane as multi-shots do go out, as well as Hungering Arrows bouncing around. 34 stacks to the Vala right now. Sage and friends are looking to chase in. They go in onto Shadow. Temporal Loop will be used onto the Hogger to pull him back, and Sister Healing will connect just in time. No Farseer's Blessing, no level 20. Chromie pops as much damage as she possibly can into the enemy side. She does have that level 20 stuck in a loop as well. Muffin is going to be able to get the Swift Strike away. Leap from Sonya down for 38. Flailing Swipe from Irby as a disengaged tool, and it seems like that fight is over for now. I went to a big local Halloween party at Community Center about 10 years ago. Two guys are dressed up as Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. They performed the entire match from WrestleMania 6. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I remember it was like 2016, 2015 or something like that. Before I left Michigan, I went over to a friend's house and there was like a WrestleMania was on or something like that, and like there was a guy there who like literally had like a notebook, and he was taking notes on like, I think it was like match duration, like who won, like he had like a copious amount of notes when it came into like all this stuff, and the guy was like sitting there like making predictions onto like what should happen in WrestleMania because of his notes. It was really interesting. It's fascinating. Chasing onto the Hogger right now. We will be seeing a lot of damage onto the Genji, but he's going to be able to Swift Strike away. Hogger finds... Oh, bad bounce, unfortunately. I think Hogger was looking to get the trajectory towards his team. Unfortunately, it bounced him back into the enemy side, and that is going to be Hogger and Anubarak going down. Is that enough to go for a core, or will they go for the objective to end? Looks like it's going to be a camp. I mean, there are two camps on the map, chat, so we do have to get these camps. It's very important. Snoop Dogg was the best wrestler. Did he show up on wrestling, really? I was about to ask a question, then I read the stream title, and now I don't have to ask a question. Whoa! What? Wait! A viewer read the stream title and found the information they needed in it? Crazy! True story, our team name was almost LTK Camp on Map. What does LTK stand for? I've seen, there's like a couple teams. I casted LTK something else last night, and I'm LTK Showdown? No. Something. Where's the stream title? Use your eyes. You can find it. I believe in you, chat. So, another objective will go over to our blue team, or at least, well, not just yet. There's 519 health that needs to be taken down, and Sister Healing was used just as Rhaegar utilizes, or gets hit with a cocoon. Art Crater from the Sonya sets up the kill into the Stukov, but Rhaegar is going to be traded. Huge slot getting very low. John Bunyan will go down, almost taking down Shadow with that last Arcade Orb, but there's a Swift Strike through Genji, as well as Hogger going down to the Sonya. It is a 3-for-3 for both these teams, but look at the Immortal spawning in the bottom of the map. I'm actually going to go ahead and check really quickly. 1,724 damage into structures with a full shield as well. Total health pool with shielding and everything is about 48,000. Oh, Lloyd has found himself a Genji, but that's going to be 100. Oh, no, Genji! That's unfortunate. Oh, Nubarak, you're going nowhere, bud. All right, well, with all 5 members dead, and I guess just Stukov respawning, Lloyd could die to Lurking Arm, actually. It is low blow, but it doesn't look like that's going to be enough because the core already fell. GG's go over to the side of LTK Rockbottom. Linus Tech Kings. Lemon's the key. Lion the king. Where are my eyes? Oh, Day, come over. I can show you where they are. Lick the quiche. Lick the quiche. It's actually licensed to kill. Okay, thank you. Best of 3s? Yes, they are Invictus Rage. How you doing, bud? Actually, do I have a... All right, cool. It's language toolkit. Loyalty Kuwait. Attaboy. All right, choose outcome. How many level stacks does Vala get? Well, Vala has 40, so it's 30 or more. Man, y'all should have believed in Vala. 6 of you doubted Vala. 1 of you believed in Vala. Listen E? Listen what? Oh, license to... Oh, got you. I believed. Hogger did more. Hogger did more what? Huh? What's up, Kill? Stacks? Yes, 45 is more than 40, absolutely. I bet for the memes. I mean, Desert Jester, you got tons of money to give away. Okay. I bet all 420 points I had. I'm rolling in 3K now. Hey, nice. Is Jimmy around by chance? Is Jimmy Bob, Joe Bob around? I'm close to 700K on other streams. Oh God, yeah. I'm Barbarous King. I used to have a lot, but then I started betting 10K at a time, and I just kept losing. He was doing a Dark Soul randomizer, and he was like, "Will I find a Lord Vessel in this hour?" And I kept doing the wrong vote for the entire stream, and I lost I think I lost like 40,000 or like 60,000 or something stupid like that. I had millions in HHE. Oh, I had tons in HHE. I had a ton in HHE, and then mods weren't allowed to bet, so I did like the big gamble flex, and I threw all of my points away on the Heroes Hearth channel. And then like 2 weeks later, Twitch was like, "By the way, mods can vote, but they can't, choose the outcome." And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I think I have like 70K in CCL. I can't actively push the get extra points button, and I don't gamble because I'm usually casting, but if there is ever a Cho'Gall game, that is the only time I ever do betting in CCL, and I put all my points on the line. It's only when there's a Cho'Gall game. And since there was no Cho'Gall game in Season 3, I didn't bet all of Season 3, because all those teams are a bunch of frickin' cowards. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I called them cowards. I said it. I'm disappointed in all of them. All of them. I'm disappointed. Saw more frickin' ProBUs play than Cho'Gall. How dare. How dare. More ProBUs play than Cho'Gall. Hercules disappointed. CCL Daddy is disappointed. Yes. You know what? I will say this. I did get to see Pirate Realm play, so I am happy about that. I am happy about Pirate Realm playing. I am happy that I got to cast my friend. As much as I give him shit, I consider him a friend, and I consider him a good person, so. Let's start another prediction. We're going to do a Tassadar prediction this time. Will Tassadar finish level 1 quest? Alright. We're heading to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I will start the prediction actually after we get into the game, so that way you guys can see the loadout and everything. So here we go into map number 2 in our first best of 3 of the day, and we have a draft to break down for all of you. LTK Rockbottom looking to close things out in a 2-0 through Tomb of the Spider Queen. Rhaegar played by Ree, Shadow on the Vala, Chromie played by Shadow Storm, Huge Slot on the Anubarak, and Lloyd on the Sonya. Pretty similar draft, only difference, Anubarak. Over on the opposing side, a little bit of a different draft. We have got ProBUs, who are looking to take us to a map number 3 through Tomb. 8-Bit on the Varian, Stukov to be played by Irby, John Bunyan on the Tassadar, Sage on the Leoric, and Muffin on the Tychus. Get your predictions in. You have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get your predictions in. Will Tassadar finish Static Charge? Static Charge requires 200 stacks. and you get five stacks of said 200 per enemy hero hit. Y'all can caster mat that one out. I don't feel like doing it. Melville, thank you for the boost on the stream. I think we're like 14K away from a boosted stream. If you would like to spend your channel points. Oh, Nozdub, thank you for the tier 1 during that game. I completely missed your resubscription. Thank you for the tier 1 for 9 months. My apologies. I'm very, very sorry that I missed your sub right there. I'll resend it when we get out of game. Sorry again, Nozdub. Did we get a murky game the whole season? No. I don't think we got a murky game in Season 3 of CCL. We had one in Season 2, and that was when Granite Gaming played it. That was when Granite Gaming picked up, like, Deathwing, Asmodan, Murky, and some other stuff on Garden of Terror, and that was in Season 2 of CCL. That one I remember. I never understood the Tassadar quest. Why not 40 stacks for getting 1 stack only? Because it goes up to 200. Because this one goes to 200. That is a Spinal Tap reference for anyone that got it. Well, why not just make the amp go to 10? But this one goes to 11. Sorry. That was dumb. Holy shit, 71,000 on no. I just looked over. And I'm blown away by the Twitch predictions. I missed the fact that Vala did go down. Muffin does not get picked off. Ree goes in deep to try and find a counter kill, but ends up falling as well. A double kill to the members of ProBUs. Man, I want to rewatch Spinal Tap now. That movie is so funny. There's also what is it? Best in Show. That's another one. Same director. A lot of same actors and actresses, if I'm not mistaken. Best in Show, fantastic movie. It's a mockumentary about the competitive dog realm. And Spinal Tap, if you didn't know, is a mockumentary of like rock bands in the late 70s, early 80s, or something like that. I think it is. Kill, thank you for the boost as well. And I missed the Vala kill because I was looking at a camp in bottom lane. My apologies. Hey, Dutchman, what's up? So Vala goes down, but she is at 12 stacks of fire at will, so working her way to that big burst in extra damage, because once you hit 20, you get an additional 40 on top of the initial 40 at 20 you have, so you jump to 80. Lloyd, taking a lot of damage. Grenade from Tyke is not enough. If that was a melting point level 7, maybe it would have gotten the kill. Unfortunately, not the case, and Lloyd is able to hearth out a bottom, though this bottom lane is pressed in quite heavily against the solo lane Sonya. I wonder, Dutchman, do you live in the Netherlands? Sage and Muffin will go ahead and grab themselves a Siege Giant camp for bottom lane. Looking over at our top lane area, Ree going for the turn-in, but doesn't have enough for a full turn-in. Actually, the turn-in availability exists closer to the side of ProBUs. Canada, it's all a lie. Can you ship me some delicious poutine, please? Oh, love poutine. Gravy and cheese and French fries. Oh, I guess cheese curd, but still, cheese. Oh man, I haven't had poutine in years because I can't get it out here, and maybe I could get it when I go back to Metro Detroit, but there's other things that I'd rather eat in Metro Detroit. Like lots of pizza and coney dogs and hamburgers and Chinese food. Oh man, Chinese food in Detroit. Sorry, I ate lunch before this, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna talk about food for 90% of the stream like I did yesterday. Here we are again, immediately doing the same thing. All right, so 8-Bit is going to be taking a bit of damage here. Lloyd and friends are kind of floating around. Lloyd has 27 gems that they'd like to get rid of, and I can't blame them. 8-Bit takes a lot of damage from Chromie. I thought there was going to be one more deep breath from her to finalize that damage, but it's not going to be the case here as Lloyd does get the turn-in. Huge Slot has the last 4 gems, and we will see Blue Web Weavers ascend to the side of LTK Rockbottom. Just come down the hill, Baha. I'll make you some. You can make poutine? I mean, I could probably do that too, actually, now that I think about it. but it's not authentic. I need a Canadian man to make it for me, and then I need a moose to come sneeze on it, because that's standards in Canada, right? You get food, and a moose comes by and just sneezes on it immediately, as we have Muffin taking quite a bit of damage, but the healing pathogen will be popped by the Stukov, so it's not going to be too much of a threat to Muffin on said Tychus, as we have Webweaver phase pushing into all 3 lanes. We are going to be seeing some decent waves of damage out from the Webweaver with that necrotic wave. There's a name for it, and I completely forgot what it is, but it is going to be a 10 talent tier rising faster to the side of ProBUs, but siege-wise, it's looking very good to the members of LTK Rockbottom. I'm looking at top lane in comparison, just kind of comparing lanes between all of them, and it is definitely a better Webweaver phase, or a better siege phase for the side of LTK Rockbottom. But as you can see on the bottom right of your screen, we have not had the first Webweaver yet for the side of ProBUs, so they only need to get another 16 gems turned in. Look at that caster math on the fly.
Return the gems to me.
First of all, you get money. Well, I struggle with that part. Then go to the grocery store. Oh. Then buy it. It's done. I actually don't know if I can buy, like, I guess I could buy, like, the stuff for poutine at the store. I don't know if I've ever seen cheese curds at the store. They probably are there. She knows how to make it because of where she lived. Not bad. Oh, nice. I never had it as a kid. I lived very close to the U.S.-Canada border, at, being in Detroit. My parents, that was never a thing for us, though. I actually didn't discover poutine until I was, like, way older. Like, it wasn't until I was in college that I actually even never had it. Just because it was never a thing in our household, and it was never something that our family ate. Even when we went to visit my family in Toronto, never ate poutine. We'd always just cook meals and stuff like that. Delicious cabbage dinners. Alright, so Red Webweavers will come through, and we're going to find out how much siege potential ProBUs can actually get from this in comparison. The Newbreak goes in for a burrow charge. Good force wall from Tacit. Our Ancestor Healing will come out from the Rhaegar, and Huge Slot just kind of hides up against the fort right now, hoping that there's not enough damage coming through from the Tacit, sitting at 65 stacks on that static charge from level 1. Webweaver phase will end, and a better phase for the side of ProBUs, as they have gotten themselves some fort gates down, but also they've gotten some decent damage onto forts, looking to confirm top lane fort, but they end up just backing away. Gonna respect the enemy side, as we are having those 10 talent tiers through on both. Flailing Swipe was up and available, so they do have that disengage tool, but just not wanting to utilize it. The big thing to note, though, is going to be the back-to-back turn availability for the side of ProBUs. Looks like they will be able to turn in again and push in these waves. Well, they'll have to get the turn in, but either way, I think Varian might have it right here. Yeah, caster math, that adds up. Here's a thought. Poutine can be a meal. Wait, what? Vala and Sonya do go down. Earby getting collapsed on, but pops the Flailing Swipe, forcing back a lot of enemies. Rhea's gonna drop down that totem. Shadowstorm on the wrong side of the battleground. Chromie should fall. Gonna try and take down Sage with them, but it's not gonna work out. And Red Webweavers should be descending soon. You guys suffers. Here in Brazil, it's so common. These culinaries, the only thing we don't have is money. I mean, it's regional. It's a lot of regional things. Like there's barbecue up in Tahoe. Is it good? No, not really. Like, we have pizza up in Tahoe. It's not that good, but we have Mexican food in Tahoe, and oh my god, is that good. Chinese food in Tahoe is absolutely awful. It's just not good. There's no good Chinese food places. Italian food, we actually have one. I've been told there's one really, really good spot, but I haven't tried it out yet. Apparently they make really, really good pizza, and I was like, maybe I try that out this weekend. Great Entomb from Leoric, but Chromie pops the immediate time stop and buys enough time to get the Ancestral Healing from Rhaegar. 8-Bit steps in, use the Protect from level 10. There is a Cocoon onto the Stukov, so healing is mitigated for the time being. Great double stun from Huge Slot onto Earby as well as the Leoric, as the Red Webweavers are still pushing in, but they're not done with the Bloodbath on the side of LTK Rockbottom. They want to close the experience gap and try and find some extra set experience with these heroic kills. As you can see, 2 to 8 in kills, but that is half the amount of experience when you look at heroic kills breakdowns. The heroic kill breakdown stat. She was closer to Toronto. Then we to LA. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, sorry, it took me a second. So what is poutine? I've never heard of this in London. Poutine, or wait, are you like plantain or poutine? Poutine is basically French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Good in tune. Fortunately, it's not going to connect onto anyone. Good idea. Like, it was a great idea, just it didn't connect onto anyone, which is unfortunate. Brown gravy and cheese curds that you dip in French fries is some kind of non-substitute. Very good. I live in the South. Our fried chicken is legendary. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Twisted. Like, there were some good spots in Metro Detroit to get barbecue and chicken and stuff, but, like, from my understanding, like, nothing, like the South trounces when it comes to like barbecue and fried chicken and stuff like that. That's I've always heard. I've never traveled down to the South, like outside of Florida once when I was a kid, I think. But that's not really like the South in the United States. That's Florida. So, sorry to any Floridians, but I'm sure you would agree, actually. Entombing some air, who knows in the future? Exactly. I actually thought, I said nice and tuned because I thought they grabbed someone, but it was just, I completely misread that moment right there. Either way, blue web weavers will descend to the side of LTK Rockbottom. Tassadar, 80 stacks.
Run, red team.
Alrighty. So 16s will be achieved first to the side of ProBUs, and this web weaver phase, what does it actually get? Well, top lane right on top of the fort, so if they could slow down the rotation, and I think Huge Slot wants to try and do that, they want to try and get the fort in top lane to at least match the catapult pressure that's being applied periodically from the enemy side. Also, taking down the top fort would close that experience gap that is starting to form here. It's only like half a level or so, and it's slowly being closed by the kills that we've gotten, but here we actually have an Entomb from Leoric, and that time the enemy just turns around immediately and finds the kill into said Leoric. This will be the mid lane fort to go down. Muffin very low, has to back away. Gonna get that healing pathogen from Stukov as we have bottom lane fort to go down for free. Top lane fort not in a bad spot. They actually could, I wonder if they could actually rotate top with the kill onto Leoric. Granted, Leoric is cheating death and he does respawn on the battleground, and Leoric is showing positioning of Anubarak and friends, and so this will be Chromie and the rest trying to push up the bottom lane. So they just want to get some siege under the keep front gate bottom. That's fair. I thought they could go top lane and get the fort and equalize on the map, but I still think this is a fine call as well. I used to live in Texas. The only thing the South wins at is barbecue, Texas, and burnt ends. Oh my god, yeah, awesome. Oh my god, Hacker, burnt ends. Oh, burnt ends are delicious. I know exactly what those are. Probably extremely unhealthy, but so good. Honestly, I've wanted to go to Texas just to eat the food. That's it. I hear Austin actually is a really, really cool place. I hear there's a lot of like art and culture there that's actually you can spend a lot of time looking at. And Anubarak can spend a lot of time looking at that on Google Images because he's going to be dead for the next 39 seconds. Sonya joining in as well, as a lot of gems will be dropped from all of that. That is a very unfortunate moment for the side of LTK Rockbottom. Lived in Oklahoma for 3 years on Fort Sill. Good call. Good call, Kill. It is going to be a boss play. As the kids say on the internet, that's a lot of damage. Speaking of, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we haven't had a chance to look at them just yet in the latter half of the game. See how things have scaled up in role as well. Looking just to see really quickly. I have to like, it's hard for me to. I have to get used to the screen. It is just, it's very difficult to like break down stats at times. I don't know why. I don't know why I struggle with this one here, but either way, good Chromie siege damage, good Vala heroic damage. Actually, Vala I think had like double the heroic damage of Tychus, if I'm not mistaken. But that also lends to, if you look at the kills, 3 to 10 in kills, that means that a lot of damage from Vala is poke damage. It is damage that is healed up by the Stukov, and it's not yielding kills. They need that I guess kill potential damage is maybe the way to put it. And it's going to come from obviously the synergy of Chromie and Vala, but I think Anubarak is going to be the big playmaker just to get enemies to stand still as the boss pushes in through top, and right behind it is the Web Weaver phase. Sonya clearing out the bottom lane, so as it's 4v5, the members of LTK Rockbottom, are going to have to defend down, but the enemy side are looking to make big plays with the member advantage, though it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. The Webweaver may find the keep. Unless they can burn this down, oh my god. LTK, Rockbottom, are going to be able to save their top lane keep. Was a rank 3 burgers in the US before? Wow. I can't read that screen either. It's so alien to me. I agree, Stark. It's a little hard to read. Maybe I just have to get used to it. I'm just not sure. This screen is hard to read personally. And someone made the point last night about the justification of the numbers. I personally, I rather see it this way. That's just me. I like seeing the full number, but as I said, maybe I have to get used to it. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. Time will tell. There's actually a really good burger place up here in Tahoe that I go to often. It's nothing special. It's nice to go to a restaurant. I've talked about this before. It's nice to be able to go to a place where when you order something, you know exactly what you're gonna get. It's not gonna be any different. It's gonna be the exact same burger I get every single time. Like, because it's the same owner who cooks the burgers every day. So it's like the same chef. It's not like one chef who's like, well, I think burgers have to be cooked this way, and another chef thinks that burgers have to be cooked the other way. It's one guy. He makes the same burger. It's just good. You doing good today, Bahamut? Bandit good too? Yeah, we're doing good today, Don Crockett. How you doing, my friend? What the hell? This spider was diminished to ashes in seconds? Yeah, I mean, between Chromie Vol, there's a lot of really good burst damage. Rhaegar has a lot of great damage as well, where he can use the Storm Shield, and then just his overall, like, Rhaegar actually has decent damage. I believe Sonya was still actually clearing somewhere else, so I actually think Sonya wasn't helping out. And then there's Beetles from Anubarak. He also has the Burning Beetles, which the Mad Lads deal actually a lot of damage, as this is going to be a forced top lane push to go ahead and take down the keep. 100 stacks on Tassadar, by the way. 100 stacks. You can cook to order. Consistently should be a thing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So there's a place called California Burger Company, and I have gone there, and they're never consistent. Like, some days you'll get a nearly raw inside center burger, and some days you get a perfectly juicy, slightly pink in the center burger. Like, it's just some places are so hit or miss up in Tahoe. And that's the thing, is like, I live in a tourist town, and it's not like that with just food. It's like that with services on a lot of things. Construction actually is very much like that as well up here, from my understanding. I have a lot of friends that do like construction work, and they're just like, I had something done, and I was like bitching to them about it, and they were like, oh no, dude, that's Tahoe. Like, it's hard to find like decent work up in Tahoe. Like, people move up here, but they don't want to try, like, especially in the winter. Like, summer people do a lot of good work, but in the winter, like, it's like, if there's a snowstorm, like, they're gonna half-ass it and get out of there really quick. There's nothing crazy about the burger except the size, just amazing quality and taste, and it wasn't all junked up. It was yeah, exactly, D-Cool, exactly. And that's hard to come by. It's just something that's just like, like, there's a Mexican restaurant, Jalisco's, that I go to all the time. It's the same thing. Like, if I get a California burrito from them, it's the exact same California burrito every single time. And it's so good. It's $9. You sorry to hear that? I mean, it is what it is. I had a new door replaced, and like, there were so many issues. And then I remember like the boss came, and he was like trying to like argue with me, and I was like, dude, I work in construction, and this is absolutely bad. He's like, I wouldn't give this to my client. And this is when I worked in like steel, like when it still was okay-ish. That was a nightmare that was a whole nightmare of a project and stuff like that. But either way, we're past it. Anyways, talking about Heroes of Storm. Big red button from Commandeer Odin utilized as a pushback tool or a disengage tool. As a reminder, we do have the new Aliobs update, which actually shows how many charges of heroic abilities that hold charges are available. And we're seeing that 3 right there is because we have the level 20 upgrade on the Controlled Chaos, but there's going to be an Entomb from the Leoric. He did go buried alive as the big red button comes out from this Tychus as well. Tassadar getting a few shock ray stack. Actually got 1 shock ray stack right there. And I can't believe that actually got pushed back so hard by the side of ProBUs. I thought LTK Rockbottom actually had the siege through bottom, but it's not going to be the case. Top lane Webweaver finds a decent amount of damage. Sand Golem just off of cooldown. No one freed Harrison Jones. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you ever get into Tomb of Spider Queen, spam click this right here with your left click. Spam click the gem with your left click when you get into that game. Double silence. It is also low blow Stukov. Low blow was nerfed by 25%, but realistically, we're still seeing low blow at level 1. At level 7, we're seeing growing infestation, and we still see it hungers. All three of these they feel like it. All three of these abilities were nerfed. 1 second off of growing infestation, and then the amount of heroes changed from 6 to 8. And then, as I said beforehand, low blow reduced by 25% from 125 to 100. Trying to see here if there's anyone else in the... Rhaegar did have some changes as well. Colossal Totem and Grounded Totem were swapped from level 1 and 7. Earth Grasp wasn't changed. I think Wellspring Chain Heal was reduced from 40 to 35, if I'm not mistaken. Exclamation point patch in chat if you'd like to check the patches or... see if I'm incorrect, because I might be. Yeah, the double silence. I mean, it's low blow still. It's still a great talent. So red web weavers will be coming through these lanes. Top lane is exposed. Sonya Vala looking to maybe push things back. Actually, it's just gonna be the Sonya. She pops Wrath of Berserker to do so. It's a lot of numbers on top. Oh yeah. Actually, what was it? The amount of health was nerfed as well. Baseline, yeah, there was actually a ton. Wellspring wasn't changed. Healing Totem at 4 was. Big red button from the Commandeer Odin coming out as the double Ancestor healing will be utilized by Ree as that we have that Farseer's Blessing. Vala does have the upgrade at level 20, and so the taunt will stop her from that super spinny shot from the upgrade at level 20, but it's 1-for-1. Webweaver's still pushing in through mid, and that's actually it for now. Tassadar trying to put pressure onto Lloyd, who does pop the level 20 Ignore Pain, which I believe is 60%? Yeah. 60% reduction. The health of the totem was reduced. Yes, it was, yeah. I should actually probably have the patch notes open because I'm still trying to memorize the new patch changes. 140 stacks. Go, 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 go. Ha! 12 more. 12 more shock rays. Well, let's see if he can land 12 more. Oh, unfortunately not there. Buried alive, lurking arm. Somehow a Nubarak squeezed himself out of that. I actually don't know what bopped him out. That was... How did he get out of that? Hold on, I'm sorry. We're backing up the replay. I'm sorry. I need to... Oh, the cleanse. Okay, the cleanse. I didn't see the cleanse, and I was like, how in the hell did he get out of there? Okay, I didn't even see the cleanse or hear it. My apologies. So, fight continues. Tychus does go down. Sage is going to get low and fall as well. Huge slot. Can they double back and get out of here? Not with the cooldowns. Oh, actually, I thought that was a Nubarak going down. A Nubarak burrows back into the enemy face. 8-bit very low. Ree gets the butt bite, and it's going to be 4 members going down. 160 stacks on the Tassadars. He's dead for 55 seconds. Rhaegar God Cleanse, for real? No, I didn't even see it. I didn't see the animation of the cleanse, and I was like, how did a Nubarak get out? And then when we went back, we definitely see it. But either way, that is going to be a rush through bottom lane. They better back. They better back for these catapults. These catapults are dealing so much damage right now. 856 damage into structures, as the keep in bottom lane will go down. And it's looking like with a lone Leorc, and I guess it's Leorc and Stukov for the defense. Temporal loop from the Chromie onto the Stukov as he's just going to be pulled back right there. But it doesn't matter because game number 2 goes over to the side of LTK Rockbottom. They take the series 2-0. GG, well played.